Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage.
Get a divorce.
Yes.
Yes.
3 months after getting married.
Hello, my friend. Marriage is not a joke. It is very serious. It's a serious thing. You're making a serious commitment to be with someone for the rest of your life. Someone else's life is connected to your life forever. And I've gotten a lot of DMs and emails from you guys, also on my Instagram feed, asking me to make a comment on the Golden Bachelor couples, Jerry Turner and Theresa Nist, getting a divorce. Now, I don't do reaction videos on this channel. It's not what I do. But there are so many lessons to learn from this, especially for those of you that are in marriage and those of you that are planning on getting married. And so it's important to have this discussion. And so let's have this conversation.
It's been a couple months since your wedding, and you have some news to share.
We have received so much love and support from so many people who watch The Golden Bachelor, and I don't think we can tell you how many people told us that it gave them so much hope. We want none of that to change for anybody.
Teresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage.
Get a divorce.
Yes.
Yes.
3 months after getting married.
3 months after getting married, they are ending the marriage. I mean, come on, guys. You don't get any crazier than this. This is very troubling because that is not enough time to say that the marriage is not going to work. This is why you cannot look to these reality TV shows and all of these different social media influencers as the standard of what it takes to make a marriage work. Let's continue.
Yes.
Yes.
You could imagine what the reaction's going to be. I'm sure you've already imagined what the reaction's going to be.
Yeah.
It was just January when America's first golden couple, Gary Turner and Theresa Nist, professed their love for each other.
I promise to be your calm in a storm, to comfort you when you're sad, to laugh with you when you're happy, and to stick with you throughout it all.
We have a trust that cannot be broken.
You may kiss your bride.
I mean, 3 months ago, you were telling the world that you couldn't imagine living without each other. I mean, what the heck, guys?
Yeah.
My friend, marriage is a commitment. See, when you take those vows, you are saying that I will choose you for the rest of my life. When you say yes to your spouse, you're saying I don't to everyone else. When you say I will to your spouse, you're saying I won't to everyone else. When you say I do to your spouse, you're saying I don't to everyone else. You don't just get up and leave just because you feel a certain way. Love is not based on emotions and feelings. Real love is not about how you feel. Feeling comes and go. Your feelings cannot always be trusted. They're not reliable. And that is why the honeymoon phase will wear off. And when the honeymoon phase wear off, when that oxytocin and that dopamine level is now balanced, when it's equalized, when the dopamine level, when you are not feeling that fire, that flicker, that passion, what do? How do you consistently stay faithful and create love in moments and time when you don't feel like it? Can you stay consistent and still create love and make more magic in the marriage after that moment of bliss and passion wears off? Let's continue.
The thing that strikes me the most in our conversations, it's been how dedicated both of us are to our families.
How dedicated are you really to your family? The both of them are in their 70s. I'm sure they have grown kids that already have responsibility to take care of their grandkids. At least you have grandchildren who have parents. I mean, if you have cats and dogs and they can live with you too. What are you talking about? It was hard for you to be away from your families. I don't understand that. The reality is that when you get married, you are choosing each other. This is why the Bible says that wherefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. You are making a covenant and a decision to be connected, to leave your family, not disbar them, not isolate yourself from them, but it's all about now choosing each other in the relationship. You know, guys, this is one of the reasons why the divorce rate for second marriages is much higher than first timers. Why? Because there's a lot of people involved. The kids are involved, the blended families. Sometimes it's very hard to coexist. It's very hard to navigate through those type of situation. Let's continue.
I think we just feel like it's best for the happiness of each of us to live apart.
I hear you, I hear what you're saying, and yet throughout the process you said you were 100% committed to making it work.
I don't understand this part of the whole entire interview. How can it be best to live apart if both of you did not even spend enough time together, living together, to figure out if you can make this work? And this is why premarital counseling is so important. And as old as they are, I still believe that they needed to get some sort of counseling. I don't know if the show provide that for them. What is so sad is the fact that there are two older people in that golden years of their lives that have invoked and they have shown others that love is still possible at that age. And they did not even give it enough time, not even 4 months, not even 6 months, not even a year to see if this could possibly be something that really worked. So many times you guys are in the same position where you are not giving yourself and your spouse enough time to acclimate together, to fuse together, to bond together, to synchronize together, to create a rhythm in the marriage together. You're just ready to throw in the towel. As soon as the going get tough and the tough gets going, you just want to quit. You want to throw it away. You want to give it up. I want you to think about it, right? As old as they are, they're finding reason to separate rather than reason to build a marriage that can be built to last, to build a marriage that is not easily broken. Man, I think this is very sad in my personal but honest opinion. Now let's continue.
I can't help but notice you're still holding hands.
Yes.
Did you fall out of love?
No.
No. I still love this person.
Yeah, I still
There's
love
no
him.
doubt in my mind. I still am in love with her. I root for her every day.
So many people who had given up on love later in life were inspired by you.
You know what, my friend? They are right. They did not fall out of love. The truth is they did not even grow to love each other. They never merged their lives together. They didn't. They were not serving each other daily. They were married, but they were living separate lives. I probably don't even think that they slept together in the same bed for maybe only a couple of nights, maybe during the honeymoon, and that was it. Once they go back to their state, they didn't figure out how to merge their lives together. You don't love where you get, my friend. You love where you give. You gotta give to demonstrate love. They were not invested in the marriage. They were invested in the romance and in the hype. That will fade. That's Hollywood stuff. That's not real life. That's not real marriage. As a matter of fact, in a real marriage, there's no such thing as romance. What you call romance is what I call working and serving and creating love in the marriage. And the way you create love in the marriage, it gives your spouse that emotional, that intimacy, that vulnerability. They feel intimate, thriving and growing and becoming, bonding together. That's really what it is. But Hollywood called it romance. I mean, it's crazy. And what happened when you don't feel like that? Doesn't mean that you're not in love anymore. Let's continue.
Again, it happened so abruptly. There was no sense of like, let's just pretend for a while.
We didn't want to pretend to anybody.
No.
We wouldn't lie to anyone.
70 and 72.
We can't do
Pretending
that.
is a kind of a waste.
Can't
of
do that.
I see your rings.
Yes.
Will you have to give your rings back? Do you give the dress back? How does that
Oh,
work?
I think that's the rule.
You know, my friend, at 70 and 72 years of age, it is very sad to see. But I'm not shocked at all. And neither should you be shocked of what you're seeing unfolding in front of your eyes. And here is why. Again, as I said, Hollywood does not have a blueprint for a successful marriage. Only God does. These shows are very popular because people are looking for love. They desire to find love. But real love is not a feeling. Love is what you give. Love is what you become. It is a commitment to serve each other daily, even in moments when you don't feel like it, even when serving each other is not easy. It is showing up when showing up is the last thing that you want to do. It is choosing each other every day for the rest of your life. It's a consistency, it's intentional. It is about putting God at the center of your marriage and letting Him lead the way. Let's continue, my friend.
So will you both continue to look for love?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And we
I mean,
tell everybody else to continue to look for love.
you know, I still love you.
I still love you. So, yeah.
You know, it is unfortunate, but this is the reality of many couples today because they choose the wedding day and not the marital journey that can lead them to a place called forever in love. It is very sad, my friend. It is absolutely sad to see. They have given so much hope to older couples, believing that they too can find love. But unfortunately, we see that it was not so, because they did not intended to really build a marriage that can be built to last, a marriage that is not easily broken. Why? Because in the beginning, it was not built on God. It was not built on true commitment to marriage and to each other. It was all about the hype and the feelings. And that, my friend, is why marriage today are not working, because it's much more than what you feel. It is about what you do. It's about the commitment that you've made daily to love and serve each other and putting God at the center of your marriage so that He can be the one you lean on more than you lean on each other. And my friend, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinion on this. All right. If you have not hit that like button, do us a favor and please hit that like button. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one.